Happy Onewheel Wednesday, everybody. My name is Scot Mendenhall. If you're brand new around here, this is a Onewheel podcast on Onewheel Wednesday. It is a lot of fun. We're going to talk about what makes Onewheels better. We like to have a lot of energy around here. We like to talk fast and loud. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Sorry if you're on the hate side. Love us a little bit. We like to get excited, energetic, and passionate about all things considered in life. Life's not too bad, and it's not too short. Let's have a good time while we're alive. It's going to be a great day. We got so many great things to talk about. I was once lost, but now I have found my knee pads. My wife actually did. Well done. Which she's sitting right there. That's my one and only.
How we doing?
Holly Mendenhall having a blank desk today. Wow.
I don't even have coffee.
You have nothing. What's wrong with you today?
We just got a lot happening in the house today. There's a whole lot.
Wow. Disappointment all over the board over there.
But what I do have.
What do you have?
Still repping my Viking.
Yeah, okay, all right. That's all right. We got the one and only Lily Wiener, the only person I know with the last name Wiener.
Me too, except for my family.
Yeah.
No, actually, that was a lie. There's someone I work out with whose last name is Wiener.
What?
Are you kidding me? You've never told us that.
You've never
There's another
mentioned
Wiener?
His name is Chris Wiener.
Wow, Chris
Apparently,
Wiener,
there's like a whole family of Wieners in Pine City, Minnesota.
There's so many jokes
I didn't
that could be
ask
said.
any more questions.
Yeah, and one should not ask why there's so many wieners running around in Minnesota. That'd be an awkward conversation. It even sounds weird if somebody got this sound bite.
Hey, you stole some of my hearts.
Oh, Lily's stealing.
No, Holly your daughter gave them to me. Holly.
Okay, so we call this the Scot Mendenhall and Friends podcast. All the things we do on this channel are Scot Mendenhall and Friends. We love people. We love them. The more complicated it seems, we like to be around more. We are just messy people, helping messy people, all that kind of stuff. We love talking about one-wheel stuff. It's a lot of fun. We're riding it. Today in Minnesota, it is the warmest day of the year, which is hitting like 35 degrees, and all the groms in our house are mobbing the trails around here, the Northern Garden trails that we built on their one wheels because the snow is the right condition. They haven't been able to ride for a while. They're enjoying it, and so we're pretty stoked on that. We do need to cover one issue, and it has to do with you, Lily.
Okay.
There is a growing concern. Like, I'd like to give a shout out really quick to Lily.
What are you trying to say?
I'm confused because I'm all thinking about Lily. I keep wanting to say Lily Wiener, and that's not what I want to say. Kayla Lily is what I want to say. I saw her name in there. I was all turned around. She's in the chat. I want to say hello to Kayla Lily. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, so I just want to say hi. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fabulous. Thank you for all of your kindness towards us.
I woke up thinking about Kayla Lily today.
Yeah, we need Kayla Lily, can we interview you again on Sunday morning at some point? We've got it figured out. You were our first guest a year ago. We figured out technology. Sunday morning, we'd like to interview you. Would that be cool with you? Is that all right if we can sit down and have a good conversation? It'll be so much better than the echoey problem we had last time. It wasn't you. It was us. We figured it out. We want you back, okay?
We want you back.
Speaking of the conspiracy that is involving Lily, do you have any idea what this conspiracy theory is about you in your one wheel?
I do. I saw your notes.
Oh, you cheater.
No, I just saw them. So
what's the conspiracy?
The conspiracy is that Lily's been riding another one wheel more than her GT. It's got to be the way. That's the only way this makes sense. So she's been cheating on her GT.
Wow, this is how rumors get started.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm just saying. You've been cheating on your GT. You must be riding your little scrawny pint instead of your GT because...
What you been riding, girl?
No, look at here. How many months have you had your GT?
Since December.
Yeah, I didn't ask the month. I said how many?
How many months? Two months.
Okay, 2 months. Those are in the chat. Please write how many miles you think she has inside those 2 months. Okay, Now, mind you, we do live in the tundra of Minnesota.
Yeah, where when I got the GT, it was already snowy.
Oh, you're already making excuses.
No, I'm just
we all got 2 armpits and they stink just like our excuses.
My gosh.
We got 2 for everything and they both are stinky excuses.
Okay.
Let's hear what you think her miles should be after 2 months of owning a GT. Holly, what do you think one should be?
I would say at least, I'd say at least 30.
30! Oh my gosh, that's
30.
Sorry if I just blew your eardrums with that. That's
Someone
shocking news to me.
200 miles on the low end, and then another person that's 50 miles.
I mean,
65 miles.
I would think you should be.
I'm not a very
in triple digits at least.
You
probably.
think? Well, I'm not a very good judge, but I do know Lily's schedule. So.
Oh my goodness, that's way too much sympathy and empathy and compassion.
It got cold in December really quick. By Christmas, it was like negative 15.
This is your second excuse. If you have a third
I'm just
one,
trying to give people facts so they can be like, oh.
Okay, so we went to go race the other day.
However, we did
and
take
I did screenshot because I was being a good friend of hers and making sure her GT was completely charged and ready to go for the experience we were going to have for the day. And so I turned it on and checked it out. And this is a screenshot of her GT. It doesn't even pop up the name. It's 96%. Look at the miles, folks. 26 miles. Now, there might be about 3 more miles after our race the other day, but 26 miles. What do you have to say for yourself, Lily?
I guess I don't know.
I don't know is your best, like, I'm the judge, and the Grums over there are the jury.
I'm not really sure in general.
What do you mean?
What I know.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm not sure why it's so low. It just is what it is.
26 miles in 2 months. You haven't even got 50 miles on that thing
This is
yet.
embarrassing. People are like, 26 miles?
It's embarrassing. Now, I do say this in all love and respect to Lily. I haven't put that many miles on mine either since the day she got hers. Legend, who got hers the exact same day, he has twice as many miles. So he hasn't even broke 100. It has not been rideable really this winter. It's been an unusually a large amount of snow, really fast. So nonetheless, but we have found a solution. The cold doesn't bother us.
The cold
never bothered me anyway.
I knew someone was going to quote the movie in the chat right now.
Frozen.
No, I said in the chat. You're not in the chat right now.
So they're like, come on, Lily, something's up. Lily doesn't like her GT. That's not it at all.
There's the conspiracy that
No,
lies
that's
there.
not it at all.
What is it? It's just cold.
She's a fair weather rider.
Well, again,
someone says I'll put 100 on mine in 2 days. I love riding my one wheel, but I'm not going to be out for 50 miles by myself. It's just not it's not the lifestyle I want to live. I want to be with people.
In winter, maybe if you were going somewhere.
Maybe if I was with other people.
Yes, I don't want people bashing you. But I just thought I'd have a laugh at it again. Legend, who loves riding his one wheel. He was only 48, I think, right? Mm-hmm. And so he's not even broke 50. It's just what the lifestyle you have in Minnesota when it comes to being a one-wheeler. We are remedying that. We are in a couple weeks' time headed down to Arkansas to practice on the dirt surfers trails, which we're pretty stoked about. They are one of our Scot Mendenhall and Friends groups. We've got their sign above us for a reason because they're part of what we do here. And we absolutely love it. If we can get to the wide shot, everybody can see. There it is, dirt surfers. They have helped us get some of these GTs around here and other accessories. That is a great friendship we have with Nick and Rachel. They are amazing human beings. We can't wait to get back with them and ride here in a couple weeks and practice for dirt surfers. If you haven't signed up for dirt surfers, it's a premier race. You need to sign up for dirt surfers. Get down to Arkansas. It is just inside Eureka Springs. It's going to be one of the best. I've not raced it, but you can register. It is open. It is May 19th through the 21st, Eureka Springs, Arkansas. You don't need to be a pro. You can just come see just come ride some of the best trails
with me.
That's all. Just come ride some really good trails, okay? And hang out with us for a weekend. We'll be there. We've got some really cool Scot Mendenhall and Friends jerseys that we're going to debut. We'll debut them on here, but nonetheless. We are going to get to the topic of the title today. What makes riding one wheels better? How can we make one wheels better? We're going to get to that in a second. But we want to take a second as we're talking about dirt surfers and all of those things. There's a bunch of events out there. But we're going to talk about the Racing League, which is also known as ORL, or the One Wheel Racing League. You can find them on Instagram and YouTube. They've released a week ago the event schedules for 2023. So we want to go through them so you can see, and we'll try to break it down. This is one of the things here we're big fans of on this channel is the Racing League. We like all the events and being able to follow on YouTube and Instagram about these races and who's seated where. It is a ranking system. Is that right, Lil? Right?
I believe so, yeah.
As racers go, they rank. We have some of our team favorites around here, and it's just because we're friends with them. The Silvas, I think they're going to be big contenders. Bodie's be a big contender. I think Rachel Rachel Payne's gonna be a contender. I think. Yeah. Who won Race for the Rails women last year?
Rachel Cecil.
Yeah.
Cecil. Yeah. She gonna show back up. She was mobbed, and so it's gonna be a great year. Here are the events that are happening there's Premier Leagues, okay, regional sanctional events, and then there is the World Championship. So you can see there's the map of events.
Nice.
So your regional sanctional races is Let It Ride 2. It is Onewheel.
Oak City Shred Fest.
Thank you. I'm reading it across the room. And then the last one I can't read it. It's on my screen here. It is
Northwest Electric Fest.
Okay, so then your premier sanctional events was the column in the middle. That is where the bang for the buck, so the pros you win there. You're into Race for the Rails competition main event. Okay, if we can put that back up on the screen, you can look there. The premier, this just means these are legit. So you got dirt surfers. You have we have float.
Seek and Shred, and then Flow
Fest 6, I think it is.
Fest
is
6.
that right?
Yeah.
The interesting about Float 6 is that it is after the actual race. I don't think does it say the date of the?
Yeah, for which one?
For the last one, the Race for the Rails, the date is August. Yeah, so
August 5th through 6th.
The Float 6 is in September. So it's
Yes.
just interesting that must be kicking off a new season. It'd be cool to see Windman up on there. I think Windman, I think somehow, because all of these, if you look at the maps, you go through the maps there, it's the coastal areas outside of Arkansas. You have down south. You have no northern races, and I think that to me is you're missing part of it. I think to actually find out who's the best of the best, they should ride in 4 corners of the United States, because the trails in all 4 areas are very different. It'd be really cool to have seen an event in the northern part of the country where people have to mob up here to earn a Race for the Rails event. I think that you should have to ride in some of those different terrains, because after all, that's the beauty of it. Being able to ride different, like when you watch the surfing league, they compete in different waves across continents, because waves break differently to test the overall athletic ability of said surfers. So that'd be really cool in next year's stuff. But that's Race for the Rails stuff. Stay tuned to it. I believe, if I'm remembering in that schedule, I think it all kicks off with dirt surfers. Am I wrong with that? Was there anybody closer?
Well, there's...
I think that's the first qualifying race.
Premier event?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's regional sanctions in April. And
and
Dirt
that's with who?
Surfers is May.
Who's
the
in
regional
April?
sanction is Let It Ride, Boulder City, Nevada.
Okay, so that actually kicks off the main event, but the premier kicks off with dirt surfers.
Yes.
So I think if you're a fan of the sport and you want to get out there and rub shoulders with some of the pros, I have a feeling a lot of the pros are going to be going to the premier events more than the other one, because you win, you're in. On the other side, you get scored less points. And then the premier races, I believe the loot, the prize purse is larger for the pros. So it draws them in. It's pretty sweet to be able to watch that, and it's going to be a fun sport. I enjoy even watching the surfing leagues. I like watching those things. So that should bring you up to speed on the ORL leagues for 2023. We'll keep you up to speed, how the events are going, who's in the lead, who's scoring what. We like doing those things, and then we're going to get to some of the races this year and film them and ride the courses, not to compete, because Lily and I know when we are racing, we are what, Lily?
Scaled for life.
Scale for life. And what we mean by that, when we say scale for life, we scale back so we can live our best life. So we're not getting injured. So we
can do our best.
We're going to do our best.
Yeah.
But we're not going to probably hit the 6-foot jump that Bodie would be dropping off of. Not going to happen. So we are going to scale it down so we can get the sensation of riding and mobbing like we want to and have a good old time. But we want to be able to roll out of there and have a good time after we ride. Because if I dropped off that 6-foot deal, it would not look good. It wouldn't be. It would be one of those fails.
You would break.
What's the YouTube channel? Fail Army?
Fail Army.
Yeah, I would make Fail Army for
You'd
sure.
be on
You
that.
would.
I
You'd
would.
be the cover of it.
I think I already saw you on that once.
Oh, I've been on there several times. Just Fail Army all day long. Scale for life, fail for Army. Avoid. It should be scale for life, avoid, fail for Army.
Fail Army.
Fail Army. Sorry. Scale for life,
Avoid
avoid, fail
Army.
Army.
Yeah, I like
great.
that.
See,
That's
a good shirt
good
right
motto
there.
to live by.
Don't steal our ideas,
They might.
but you can borrow them. Just give us credit for the first time. The second time it can be original to you. Lily and Holly would like to share the jingle. We don't have the.
We are ready for this.
We are. We've been practicing.
We've been practicing.
Okay, they're giving practicing. We do once in a while.
But we gotta have the switcher go
Our
real quick.
switcher's
Would
gotta-
You Ride That is a featured event that we do here on our podcast. Would You Ride That? They have perfected, they believe, a podcast jingle for
We
Would
have.
You Ride That?
But a switcher person, you gotta be up on this.
It's
It
gonna be
starts
very
with
hard
me.
'cause
Okay.
You,
It starts
you get
with
one
me.
shot, ladies.
It
starts
starts
with
with
me.
Holly, then me, and
They
then
were convinced
and
the
then
other
and
day.
then the wide shot.
They were convinced the other day they could nail this.
We can.
We've already
They said they
practiced.
could nail this.
I'm just gonna say right now, if it doesn't get nailed, it's a switcher's fault.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we have one video, Would You Ride That, right after this, but this is Would You Ride That? Let's hear it.
Would ya?
Could ya ride
Ride
that? We just nailed it.
Wow.
Cha-ching.
That's
Cha-ching.
There's your
That's
I
jingle.
want
the
to play it
jingle,
back.
guys.
I'm gonna turn it up when it goes on my iPad.
unbelievable.
That's right.
Okay, this is an interesting one because this is a dog riding. Okay, they're turning it up. These ladies are ruining your audio pleasure by turning it up to hear themselves. You guys are ridiculous. Okay, we have a dog riding a one wheel. Do we see that back there at the tech table? Okay, listen, look at this.
Wait, if I was a dog? Or
Yeah, if
like,
you were a
would I
dog, would
let
you
my
ride a
dog?
one wheel? That's what we're asking. Would you ride that? Now, here's the deal. This dog's riding
No.
better than a lot of humans.
That dog's riding better
The
than
human
I
to
can
my
ride.
right-hand side, that dog is riding better than her. Watch the dismount. He turns it.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Okay, he turns it, and
Oh,
he gets off of it.
And just hops
I
off.
love him.
That's
oh my
impressive.
Gosh.
How do you do that?
I would ride that if I was a dog, and I would teach my dog how to ride
Yeah,
that.
maybe that. Would you teach your dog to do that? That is so, like, the dog knows how to turn. Like, this dog's a genius.
I think it's
Look.
a green screen.
Get out of here. He's turning right away. And then the dismount is the most impressive.
That is very impressive. Oh, how cute is he?
I'm impressed.
That is cute.
I have seen that, and I love that, and it puts a smile on my face. I don't understand how people can teach their pets to do that. I mean, it's just awesome. There's people that can't even keep their one wheels activated with their 1 foot. And you got this dog with 2 feet up there trying to keep. It's impressive. Whoever owns that dog, well done. We applaud you.
Yeah.
You're
well
winning.
Done. That's
Lots
great.
of applause your way.
Hey, when I say we applaud you, I meant to
I
say,
did
I
it.
guess me.
I did it.
What's wrong with you today? You still
Well
trying to figure
done.
out why you got 26 miles on your
no,
one wheel?
I just was too close to my mic, so I was like, how am I gonna do this?
Oh my goodness.
I was like, I need to move it, and do.
You are a whole nother level today. I'm telling you, this trapper hat on my head is making it toasty.
I was
in
gonna
here
say,
today.
it was so nice out today. I was a little surprised to see you in that again.
Well, it's becoming a thing, I think.
Is it?
Oh,
I feel like it's a thing
I might
that
have
I feel
missed
like
that.
it's becoming my
What?
identity now on the podcast that I need to be wearing the trapper hat. But people
Okay.
might not recognize me in the thumbnails without the trapper hat. People were saying they want a Scot Mendenhall and Friends trapper hat.
yeah. Well, you just need to get a patch, and you get your own trapper hat, and then put a patch on it.
So we're saying I should lose the trapper hat?
No, it is
Lily,
warm. It is
Lily
warm
gave me
today.
the face like you are an idiot. How about the
I would
switcher
say-
switch to that face? Epic Solid is stunned by her face.
That was so.
He goes,
funny.
oh, what?
I
He
think
couldn't
if you
even
were to
believe I was
ask the
making that
chat,
face.
like the look of you, like your look,
Whose
how
look, mine or Scott's?
Scott's,
Oh, okay,
it would
yeah,
be
his look.
your sunglasses
Yeah, in a trapper hat. It's just bringing it up.
and a
little
trapper hat.
bit. Drinking my fruits and vegetables in a glass.
There you go.
Every podcast.
Okay.
Drink your fruits and vegetables, people.
Yeah,
or eat them.
he spends hours juicing them. You guys should see it.
That is fake news. That is not real news at all. Okay, let's get to. We're going to answer the question to our thumbnail today in an interesting and maybe unlikely way, because that's how we roll around here. How to make one wheel better. People have tried to add in suspensions. We're not trying to do this. It's like great, go do that. Some people like that. It just makes it too heavy and bulky and dangerous, and it looks like something Batman would ride. People have done a lot of things to try to change I'm not a designer of One Wheel, but I do know that we've changed a lot on this topic, actually. When it comes to safety gear, we used to be nothing. Mm-hmm. No helmets, nothing, just good old vibes.
Yeah, but that was kind of like more casual riding.
Yeah. And then we realized, okay, we should wear a helmet. And we've progressed it. The more we progress it, the better we feel about riding, especially if you're a person that wants to push the limits. We don't always suit up this way, but we're going to give you some things that will help you have maybe peace of mind while riding your one wheel, but that's not obnoxious.
Right.
I think that's some of the things is that...
Yeah, sometimes it's obnoxious.
It's obnoxious.
Yeah.
And so we've got to find out the balance of not obnoxious and something that's fun. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start with wrist guards. We're wearing a hoodie from Function. They've got some new gloves / wrist guards that are sweet. They have this sender wrist guards, full fingers, but you can use on your phone, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, it's nice.
Like, I like that feature that you could perhaps be able to not have to take off your glove to answer your phone. That's nice. They have these brown gloves that they just brought out. These things are... Look at these. For some reason, I really like these.
I like those too.
For some reason, I like the brown. I really like the brown. I like how... I just like it. It's the half finger, shredder wrist guards, half fingers. You can see the price there on the screen. They're worth it. Now, you can see in that picture with the brown gloves, you can see the plastic piece on there. We're going to cover that in a second. But I want to give you a little bit of context where we started. We started, I don't know, 3 years ago. Protect One, was it? One Protect. One Protect sent us these gloves. And they're full fingers, but they had the little puck right here, and that's all it was.
But that's not really a safety glove.
No, it really just kept your hand from getting all jacked up,
true.
Right?
If you fly off and, people put their arms like in front of them to like land, it's protecting your...
Yeah, it has the little plastic thing, which is nice so you don't get the road rash or your hands grinded down. But if you're going to fall and land on your hand, it's really going to... it's your wrist you're trying to protect. So these are okay. I think like Craft and Ride sells them. A lot of places sell the One Protect. They were okay. They just didn't feel like it was full protection for my wrist. My hands, I wasn't as bothered by because it's skin. It grows back much quicker.
Yikes.
No? Disagree with that?
No,
I mean, it does. It still hurts.
It still hurts. But just to put that on didn't feel worth it. So on this channel, Scot Mendenhall and Friends, we went with the... What are these? Were these the
Function wrist guards?
Yes, Function wrist guards. But what do we call these? The open shoot. Can you go and look what the name is? Sorry, guys that are listening. I don't. The nice thing about these wrist guards is it comes with the plastic piece. We'll click it. You right there in the middle. But that plastic goes all the way down your wrist, all the way down here, and you wrap it up with this Velcro, and it's secured. And this way, your fingers are exposed. But the problem we have found is
the rippers.
What's that?
The rippers.
I thought they were called the rippers. I think I almost said that. Did I almost say that?
Yeah, they're the rippers.
The rippers. They're super nice because then you can add your own gloves, especially here in Minnesota. As it gets colder, we like thicker gloves. However, when you're riding in the summer, now what are you stuck with? You're going to have to do one of these, which I went with Fox gloves, which are wonderful gloves. If you're looking for protective gear, Fox Racing is a great place because they do a lot of BMX bike stuff, which is really as close as you can get to in one-wheel racing
Their
things.
Safety
just
stuff kind of crosses over, you mean?
It crosses over, yeah, because it's trails and things of that nature. But the nice thing about these gloves is then you can just slide. They're very little, and you can slide them in your rippers, and then you have that spot to be able to still protect your fingers. If it's cold, you can still be able to move.
See what you're doing.
Okay, I can still grip things with my fingers. It's super nice. You can still wrap it around, and you have all the protection you want. That's the nice thing is about the rippers, and you can choose your gloves. If you don't want to do this, you get the full finger Function. You can go to function.com, I believe it is, and you can get the hoodie. They have a racing jersey and your wrist guards. The other great thing about these wrist guards, and I don't want to fail to mention, this is like kind of like go-to standard.
Functiongear.com.
Functiongear.com. This is standard stuff. This
on the
hard
palm,
plastic on
for
the palm that covers your wrist. But then they have one on the top. that covers, so it's extra strong. You feel very safe when you're going to go drop your wrists or your hands down. You are not going to, I mean,
That's going to protect
I
from your
suppose you
wrist
could break your
snapping.
wrist, but the likelihood of that happening is much smaller. This is how we suggest riding. It's going to make your one wheel better because it's a peace of mind. Sometimes better isn't always just function, using their name, play on words there. It is peace of mind of safety. Hey, if I do hit a hole and wobble out, my hands are protected. Lily, you've been wearing them for some time. You like them?
I like them. Yeah, they're like, it is more like peace of mind. I feel just very protected when I'm wearing them.
Okay, so you got the what are they called? The rippers?
Rippers.
Did you do those on purpose because you wanted gloves separately so that in the winter
Well, at the time of these coming out,
they didn't have the
full
ones.
fingers as
Yeah.
I'm getting too hot for the hat now. Get it out. The full fingers weren't able to type on the phone, and I was just like, I didn't want to jack with that.
Yeah.
And so we went this route so we could choose our own gloves and want to be able to choose the warmth of it. And Fox gloves they have the nice padding in them, and they're not too hot or cold. So that's why we went there. The other thing is you can get crazy with elbows. I said knees, and I meant elbows, knees, hips, all these kind of things. If that's how you want to ride, we do tend to save those things for like when we're in trails like dirt servers where they have big rocks and things that we want to protect. Lily chooses to ride with the Fox knee pads that have the shin guards on them as well, Lil, right?
Yes, these are awesome. First of all, you can put them on your legs just by like the Velcro, which is really nice. You don't have to pull them up. And then they have shin guard protection. So this is really tight on my shin here. And then the knee is super. And I need these because I fall a lot.
And truth be told, Lily stole those from me.
It's true.
Because she got tired of this. So I got what she didn't want, the rejects of Lily's. These are from Fox still. But they have to go underneath your pants or shorts, so before you put on your pants, you got to slip these on. Hers, you can take on and off. Put them on the outside of your pants and Velcro them, and then take them back off. Whereas this, it's an awkward moment. If you're over-wearing these, you got to drop your pants off, take them off, put your pants back on.
Yeah,
it's super nice if you have shorts, but like this time of year, we're wearing these underneath snow
Your
gear
winter
and things,
gear, yeah.
and it's just getting in the way. However, if I was to have to repurchase, I would purchase without the slip. I would go to that again because that is.
Switch back. Let's switch back.
No, we're not switching back.
No, we should switch back.
I'm not switching back. I'm not taking
Switch
them.
back.
Don't even try to do that at this point. She just threw at me. I'm a victim. Everyone, you saw that
Okay,
right here on camera.
I just wanted to say something that I have to go. So this is me saying goodbye
Thank
to
you
you
for
all. Sorry, 2 weeks in a row. I'm
2 weeks in
ducking
a
out.
row. She's bailing. Wait, hold
outta here.
on. Before she goes. I think that really, again, go to functiongear.com and pick up your wrist guards. You can't go wrong with it, especially as racing
they're
season's
pretty good
coming
quality.
on. The other thing is we're switching around here on helmets. Our boys are riding right now because they absolutely love the full face helmets. They go to Fox. Legend's gonna come up over here with my wife, his mom, and just show you the Fox helmet. He's gonna throw it on really quick. He also is wearing his
Kevlar
flannel, the Kevlar from Float Life. So here's Legend wearing. This is a complete set of safety stuff. Now there is his helmet. He's got the purple. You can see the pads in it: shoulder, elbows, back pad, and it's all Kevlar, so he's not going to get a lot of road rash. And then
Making
that's
sure
the
he's
helmet.
protected.
Ledge, how do you like that helmet?
It's great.
Like that's all you got?
That's all you got.
Why do you like it?
Here, you gotta get a little.
I feel safe.
That's it.
Protect
Okay,
that
man, a few
noggin.
words.
Protect that noggin.
That's awesome.
And the cool factor has gone up while they race with those. You just see them mobbing by, and like, these guys mean business. Epic's got one of those helmets as well, and they just have been mobbing with them. It's fun to see them out there. It just looks like these people are going crazy. All right, now as we wrap that, let's go into a segment that we've done 3 weeks in a row, our AI pictures.
Ooh, maybe there would be a
Okay.
good one of me today.
The AI pictures, if you don't know, it's a program that you can download to any of your phones, and you can send in 5. I think you have to send in a minimum of 5 or a minimum
Let's
of
just say
10.
the more you send in, the better.
Probably the better.
Yeah.
And so you send them in. and then it comes back with computer-generated pictures of you.
Okay.
Okay, so Holly and I and Lily have all done this.
I actually went and got my hair done like one of my AIs.
Yes,
Nice.
true, she did.
Love that.
Holly probably came out looking the best, like overall in there. Just the pictures did well. Lily, well, you see, here's
not so much.
One of Holly's pictures, more of the exotic pictures of the AI, again, generated by a computer.
Oh, I'm a
That's
fairy
so
princess.
Pretty.
Yeah,
That looks just like Holly.
It's like,
That is gorgeous.
must be
Well, that's
like
sweet
your
of you.
AI is
Hands
going,
look
this is what you would look
huge,
like if you didn't
though.
have 8 children.
Because I
Your
have
hand.
never worn a garden headband nor covered myself in leaves.
Yeah, she's like modern day Eve right there.
Yeah, it's Eve. You're in the
Beautiful.
garden. You're not even thinking about taking the apple there. You're just
No,
there.
she's
Just
just
there.
godly.
Yeah, you just look heavenly there. When I see that, it's like, that's why I married that
Wow.
woman right
Wow. My hand looks enormous.
Your
there.
hand
It
looks
does? Let me see that.
enormous.
Let me see that again.
Yeah, that's what's throwing me off. Your hand is almost as big as your head, which I think is like the reality. But
I don't know.
Lily. Hold on.
no, not mean. It's
Wait,
reality
hold on.
for
My
everyone.
hand is big.
Okay.
I have big hands.
I'm just going to hop over here with Lily. The camera didn't follow. Okay, here's what we're going to do.
I need to leave.
But you know this test. You know the test.
I know what you're gonna
If
do. I'm
your
not
hands-
putting my hand to my face.
Well, if your
I'm
hand...
not doing this.
Okay, so then here is a picture of me in the AI world. Your mic is jacked up. Here's a picture of me in the AI picture of me looking like I look awesome. That's creepy. How's that creepy? I look like I'm on some...
You look like you're like
I
not
think it
doing
looks sweet. There-
illegal
I would never
things.
do my hair like that.
I've always asked you to do your hair like
No.
I mean, or said, hey, just brush it back. Not
Not doing
you
that.
can
It's
do
too
whatever.
That's
you
what
want.
he would look like, huh?
That's
yeah,
what he would
I
look
look
like.
I'm on some kind of trip, really.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'm not
what I was
meaning a
thinking.
trip going somewhere. It's
No,
like
I think it's just
psychedelic
it's
stuff.
weird.
Yeah, but it's cool still. It's got a vibe.
It's cool still.
The beard
yeah.
is kind of sweet. I mean, but it's not weird.
It does look a lot like
It
you.
looks like me. Now here's Lily's picture. These are not made up. These are what came back for Lily. This is Lily's picture.
Oh my gosh.
What is happening to you there, Lily? I mean, it's like you're a robot.
Yeah, they didn't come out good.
What is? You look angry.
It doesn't even look like Lil. That's not even. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, sad day for Lily's AI photos.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably a few in there that are pretty good, but right now we haven't found any. She has 100 pictures that
There's
look
a couple. There's
looks
a
like
couple
that.
that are.
No,
Why are you so angry?
I think someone tried to get me to hit my face.
Yeah,
with
I think
my
so.
own hand.
I think you're probably upset. It looks like you're in space and you've lost your helmet. Like your helmet, so you know you're about to die because you got no oxygen. You're like, I'm
It's
really
really
intrigued by
not
this.
cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She might be able to like be like a Marvel superhero.
I'm
or
not
Get
sure
off. I
something.
think people are getting scared.
I'm not sure what happened to your
Cyberpunk
eyes
Lily.
when I look at it. Like that one that, like that's what makes me feel like you're like some cyborg because it looks like your skin's missing.
Yeah.
Okay, Lily's got
On
to
that
go.
note, wait, gotta take one more look at me so you know I don't look like that. See, I look like that.
There
Okay,
she
bye.
is.
Bye, Lily. Have a great day. Thanks for hanging with us. We have heaps more to go through with all of you, so we're pretty stoked about that. We've already covered the safety gear. I saw some of you guys saying in there, somebody's talking about a POC full helmet, full face mask, which is another great place to get a lot of great gear for riding one wheels. I have a POC
Yeah, you have
helmet.
a helmet from there.
I love that POC helmet. It's about time to get just a new version of it because it's looking old. POC is a cycling company, and they have a mountain bike section that you can go in there and look at their gear, and they have knee pads and elbow pads and things of that nature. So we're not telling you Fox is the way to go. We're just saying that's an option for you guys if you're looking for some of those things that you guys want to make your safe with, okay? So make sure you check that kind of stuff out. The other thing is the other day, if you're brand new or you just come for the One Wheel podcast content, we film races where we load up a bunch of my friends and we go race somewhere. A couple days ago, it was a couple weeks, it was probably a month ago actually, we raced with Joey, Lily, Legend, and I, and it's really funny. We talk about footpad activation problems because Legend had all kinds of problems, but we didn't know when we started the race we were going to have one of those moments in our friends' lives where it just every time we play back, we just laugh our heads off. And it's the beginning of the race. We do have audio to it, so we'll unmute it so you guys can enjoy it here. This is the start of said race where you had to run through snow and then jump on your one wheel with boots covered with snow and then race through trails. Here it is. You can just do what? Joey looks ridiculous. I don't understand how you can do that. Lily and her short legs. Legend just gives up and he's running so there's me in my red pants running high knees. Couldn't even keep up with Joey. That dude was like Go-Go Gadget legs. He looked like a cartoon character.
That's hilarious.
It was wild. And then Lily, she just gives up.
Oh man.
She tries to walk in other people's
That is,
footsteps.
but there's your guys' leg, like it's so long, so it's hard. That would have been hard.
Yeah, she
to
said
do.
she makes the comment in there that we're gonna give her a
Hilarious.
hard time. She got the funny music all the way through that. You'll have to go check that out. It is on our channel. It's worth a watch. It'll put a smile on your face.
It was very funny.
That's the hopes. We got some new products that dropped in the last week or so. This product is from Onewheel Parts. You know, they're famous for their Ignite foam grip tape, the hexagon grip tape. They've just introduced a new sensor for your foot pad. It is, I've not wrote it, so I can't give you like a real life explanation on it, but there's it on your screen. It does look different. I like their paragraph that they put there to try to explain it in some way that they're not competing. Like, I'll read that paragraph as it's on your screen. This is a dual zone custom force sensor for enthusiasts, the tinkers that can be used in many applications that require accurate force readings, such as car seats, scales, and other applications meant to support the weight of an average human being. Our custom force sensor design allows the sensor to be fitted on both concave and flat surfaces that come with its own peel and stick adhesive. Tired of rigid sensors not handling concave surfaces? Well, then look no further. Disclaimer, these are your own risk. By purchasing this sensor, you agree to release stock and any affiliates with all the liability resulting in accident or injury. There you go. You can purchase that. It is the V2 Custom Force Sensor M002 $39.99.
Can you give me the noob version of what this does?
It's your front foot pad sensor for
so it's to help activate like you don't have any mishaps like what Legend had.
Yeah, that's the hopes, is that it would eliminate some of those issues.
Now, would you do this? John Nurse is in the chat saying he's installing that sensor on his tomorrow.
Ooh.
Do you do this as well as the Sure Start?
No, I think
it's one or the other.
Well, this is much cheaper.
Yeah,
we've got a video coming soon where we give another hack for your front foot pad sensor that you can start with. I think if you're having engagement problems on your one wheel and Legend is having it, so is Lily on the GT, there is a thick piece of plastic that's on your foot pad sensor that freezes in cold weather and makes it almost impossible to get your GT to get down the road. And so we've been removing those. Lily didn't want to remove hers before we raced yesterday in the snow. And guess what?
She couldn't activate it?
It wouldn't activate.
Yeah.
She ended up riding part of the race shoeless in 32 degrees.
Oh.
Because she couldn't get it to activate because it was so much force had to be put down. And a sole was like spreading out the force. So from the ball and heel of your foot, whereas barefoot allowed ball of your foot and heel of your foot to push down the sensor activated, and cat's meow happens and she's off the races. And so you can remove that plastic piece. If that helps, then great, you're good to go. If you are still having problems, then you could probably go to that sensor, and that's a $40.
And it sits on top of the sensor?
No,
or
you're going to remove your stock sensor.
Gotcha.
Then you're going to install this sensor,
so
this new one.
It's not going to change the look of your...
No, then you're going to put the grip tape back over it. You'll never even know what sensor's under there. It would be very interesting. You know, is this sensor going to be allowed at Race for the Rails? I would assume not, because there's no way really for them to know unless there's something on the end of it that would make it stick out from other sensors. It's just going to be a complicated race season this year. And maybe, actually, I go back to that. I think they've said, however you qualify when you get to the actual ORL event, you're mobbing a GT stock version out of a box situation.
Yeah, so the races, I mean, you can just race how you want to race, and then...
Yeah.
So, yes, some advantages to have some of those things, but if you're not used to riding on a stock GT, you might have to change your strategy.
I just think it's very interesting. Like, again, I know that there are different mentalities on racing, but if you are going to go race with something you've never raced with, I think that's going to be very difficult to be the best because you're not going to understand everything. So I think you want to race with what you're going to ultimately race the whole season with. I think it's also a disservice for Onewheel to give you a brand new board out of the box to race with. I know that's levels of playing field for everybody's racing the same thing, but there's something about a broken tire that's way better than a stock tire.
Wait, is that what they do?
Yeah, last year they allowed you to change to enduro tires and things of that nature. So I would show up with an enduro tire I've already rode, unless I like the brand new feeling of an enduro tire. But every tire has a break-in season.
Right, for sure.
And some don't have no break-in season, meaning they never break in. Like this awful tire that sits here, the Vega treaded tire. There's no break-in period for that. It just sucks.
You just took it off.
I say that all the time. It's a hard tire.
Did you ever even put it on? You did.
Yeah, we put it on.
Yeah.
And we took it right off in 24 hours. I was like, I'm not even doing another
Which
video
that's not
on that.
like you to do a quick
awful.
tire change.
Everybody knows it was awful. I won't even give it to somebody.
That's true. I'm going to make it into a planter.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Down in the trails.
I don't know what.
Maybe it can be a feature. Maybe you can build around it or something.
The interesting thing about tires as well, not every tire is made alike, meaning you have compounds that make up tire, the type of rubber they use. This is a very hard compound. I mean, you just touch it, it almost feels plastic. It's hard, whereas the enduro tire is very soft. Now, there's too soft. In my opinion, I think the Whisper, just the original Whisper slick that Flight Fins puts out, I think that's especially for the pint, is too soft of a compound. It's too sticky. So now the friction it creates slows you down, though it's a really soft ride. You feel like you're riding on an airbag almost. It's super quiet. It's a great ride for those things. But if you don't want to lose speed, it's not a tire you want to have on.
We had a couple tire questions earlier today.
Okay. Do you remember them?
Well, I tried to help him out in my, status. I just listen and learn and try to help him out. He's got a stock slick on it, and he just felt like he was still just off balance when he was riding on his pint. So I asked him what the PSI was at.
Ooh, yeah, genius.
And he said he was riding at 18. He had it at 20, and then he had gone to 18, but still feels a little.
Yeah.
And so then a few other chimed in and said he could take that PSI down, and then they suggested some other tires to try.
Yeah, I mean, take the PSI down and see what you like. 18 still pretty high. Are you riding in cold temperatures or hot temperatures? If it's warm, the tire's going to be softer. Just be from the heat. If you're in cold, it's going to be harder. So all those things do play into it. The tire on a pint is a lot more rounded, and so you're going to run into that problem. There's just so much you can do to make it less round, and so
because it's meant to be carvy. And
that's the whole point of it. And some people like that tire on their XR and stuff. But deflate it, and then there's other tires out there. The Hellerad tire from Float Life. I've not rode it, but I've not rode a tire yet I don't like that they've put out. So I would put you on that tire if it was me. I feel like.
What one did you say? The Enduro?
The Hellerad from Float Life. That tire, again, my kids all ride the pints and I don't. And so I don't have a pint. I suppose I can always use one of theirs. But if I had it, I would test it out. We have the Pint Enduro on one of our pints, and all the kids have rode that one and want Pint Enduros moving forward.
That's because they want something new.
Yeah, but no, because they know what's good on a one wheel. And to speak again honestly about the Enduro tire, in winter, we started the winter trying to test that thing out in snow in our trails, and we were kind of wondering, hey, on the GT, does it make sense that you need something with more of a tread on it? And we're like, I wonder if the stock tire, treaded tire, would be better on the GT. And I didn't have that. I only had the Enduro. Lily ends up with the GT in December with the treaded tire on it, and we were riding yesterday. And we rode miles yesterday in the snow. A bunch of us did. And I asked if I could ride hers, and I jumped on it. It was awful. The stock treaded tire versus the Enduro tire. Hands down, Enduro tire in snow. Those are my two options riding right now. I know I have a third one. It would be the slick, but that's no go. The Enduro tire still, because of the compound, was softer even in cold temperatures. I could deflate it down in its profile. It was just a nice addition to riding in snow. Now, I do think the GOAT tire that's going to come out from Flight Fins, probably...
Strong competitor?
Could be. I don't know anything of the tire like compound or any of those things until we get our hands on the tire to really look at. But the tread itself looks like it's got enough bite to it that's going to just add to that traction in snow. I think when you look at the tread on the stock tire, it's so close that it's not really a treaded tire per se. It's not a contender for really a treaded. It's got grooves in it, which is going to give a little bit more bite to it, but not enough. And the compound's harder. It's just not a go-to ride for snow, in our opinion. And so thought the Enduro tire, I'm so glad I didn't change it for winter and go back to my stock because I would have been disappointed in it really rapidly and had to do another tire change. So Enduro all the way, Team Float Life. Well done. You probably didn't even know that was going to be a thing in winter, seeing as you are making it and developing it in California. And it's a good hybrid tire. I don't need to change a tire to go to Arkansas now. I can go still ride the Enduro. And it'll be interesting to get the GOAT, the greatest of all time tire. That's a bold statement when I've not seen anyone ride that thing yet. And I'm not knocking it. I ordered it. It's not being sent here. I'm just saying you're claiming something I've not seen anyone riding yet saying it is the best tire of all time.
Well, people are notorious for that.
Gotta sell things.
Of just claiming something. The Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, gosh, Holly. Holly's always bringing back to football. This is not a football podcast.
I do love my football.
My goodness. So, what was it? Do you remember the other tire question?
Some of them had just kind of given opinions of what they are riding and what works. So hopefully that was enough information. I don't know that person's still on. So maybe that's enough information that they can try some options. They were just riding stock. It's probably agreed upon most everybody that gets a one wheel, whatever kind of one wheel, changes that tire.
For the most part, some people don't.
Quickly.
Like all of our kids still ride the slick that came with their pint. So not everybody's changing it.
Well, no, but I mean that is one thing. We're not going to go change all of our kids' tires all the time. Me. Well, you change them, but we'd have to purchase them.
Yes.
So it's one thing when they become into the riders or the riding world and, they can start earning some of those things and stuff like that.
If they could have the Enduro, all of them,
they would all want the Enduro. That's true.
Icon just had her birthday last week and she wanted the Enduro and they're out of stock. That's also how you know that everybody likes those tires is they can't keep them in stock. And maybe Float Life orders a very small amount. So they don't have overstock there. Yeah. But they're. I don't know.
That's maybe wise on their part.
For sure.
They get them, they sell them. They get them, they sell them. So
I don't disagree with you.
And you don't hear too many complaints on the Enduro. Actually, I don't know that I hear any.
Yeah. I think we have. I don't have Lily here to talk about this video here, but we posted on our shorts a video where we were racing our paddle boards. If you're brand new around here, we a lot of times in the summer do big trips where it's one-wheel races. We have some big dreams coming up what we want to do. But we raced all Great Lakes in 24 hours, and we had a paddle board and one wheel by the Great Lake in 24 hours. That was the plan. It wasn't just go to them. It was all Great Lakes in 24 hours. So we do it. We film it. It's on there. And now we're kind of breaking them up into the small, funnier spots. And we posted this video where we did a foxtail race on paddle boards, which was hilarious.
Absolutely hilarious.
We learned that Joey, the athlete, can't actually paddleboard, can't stand up. He falls over. But if you don't know what it is, you wear a foxtail behind you, and you have to pull the foxtail off. And if you pull the foxtail off, you become the fox, and you have to stay away about a certain amount of minutes.
It's about time to do a foxtail.
It really is. As I watch this, here's us doing it in paddle boards, and I think we're in. Oh, we don't have it. They're saying they can't find it. Unfortunately, we set that all up. You'll have to go. Maybe we did this on purpose to push you to our shorts.
Maybe you go and check that short out, and then go back and check out the video. Yeah, it is worth a watch. That was the whole series of the Great Lakes series that we went through.
Yes, so good.
And we traveled around all 5 Great Lakes. If you didn't know there was 5 Great Lakes, there are 5, and we had to get to all of them. And well, you guys had to race. I was just part of the. What was I? What was I? What did I do?
What do you mean? What did you do?
I was like the setup crew.
Yeah, you were the pit crew.
I was pit crew. That's the word I was. I was the part of the pit crew.
The pit crew. Yes.
It was great. We had to get all 5 lakes in 24 hours.
24 hours.
So
Clock
go back
started
and watch
when we got to New York. We started at the huge waterfall known as Niagara Falls, and then the clock started from there, and it's hilarious. And we had problems. We met some great people along the way.
We had dilemmas.
Holly, I'm noticing, like, why are you holding onto your desk like you're moving?
I just have my hand right.
No, a second ago you had both hands like, this is what happens when, that's what you were doing.
Because when I'm talking about something, it's very serious.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. It's like, what's going on, you know? Goodness me. Goodness.
No, I don't know. Otherwise, my hands get going, and then it's like, all you see is my hands because I talk with my hands a lot. So this might be a better option.
That's how it goes right there? That was the... Okay, I'm going to give you... We will purchase whatever you want to purchase fun stuff if you can tell me the name of the tire that sits on your desk. Can we go to the wide shot?
Name?
This tire has sat there since the duration of today, but always, you can't look at it.
Oh.
It's been there for months. Months.
Well, this, my friends, this is a slick tire.
Yeah, but what's the name of it?
It is not a Vega.
You're telling us what it's not. I want to know what it is.
This is
great. She has no idea.
This, I don't know what this is.
Where's it from? Do you know that?
This is probably from Craft and Ride.
No.
Oh, okay. It's from the garbage.
No. Epic won it at
Oh, that's right. At Windman. Epic won this tire at Windman.
But he doesn't have a XR.
That's right. It is an XR
And
tire.
no one's going to ride that thing.
Because it's a slick. We 10.
And it's a knockoff tire. Here, let me see it. No one's ever asked, but we'll let you know.
Oh, my
there's all
headphones
kinds
are
of
in there.
stuff in there. Holly hides stuff in there. My goodness. Tires. Yeah, anyways. It is... Oh, wait. This isn't that tire. Is this from the race app?
He's trying to call me out, folks. And it's a Burris. That's what I said. It wasn't a Vega. It wasn't a Hoosier. It's a Burris. That's what I said.
Road slick. Wow, guys, I didn't know. That's a really nice tire.
Well,
I wish I had it. That's
Whose is it?
It's just a Burris tire.
Okay,
it's
had
a brand
it been
new.
up this way, I would have known.
It's a brand new Burris tire, slick.
Okay.
That's slick, everybody. We should just give it away. Do we have any XR riders in the chat right now?
Yeah, there's a lot in the chat.
That are XRs? That's what we're looking for. XR riders.
First one, XR.
First one what?
First one to ride an XR that says you ride an XR.
That's who we're going to give it to?
Yeah.
Wow, Holly just made it like that. Whoever says I ride an XR is going to get that Burris Slick, never rode.
Okay.
It's brand new from Craft and Ride, and we're waiting for Oh, my chat's not even moving.
My chat's not moving either. Okay, hold on just a minute, though.
What?
Back up, because I said it was from Craft and Ride first. I said it's a Slick from Craft and Ride.
But that's who made it.
That's fine. It's still where you would order it.
You could order that from a lot of different places.
That's fine, but I still got it right.
Is Craft and Ride anywhere on the side of that tire?
No, it didn't need to be. I knew.
It needed to be.
No, it didn't.
No, you didn't. Now you're changing the rules.
I'm
the rule maker.
The first thing I said was it is a Slick, and it's from Craft and Ride. We can rewind this and find out.
But that's not an answer to the question. I wanted to know what tire it was. I didn't say where it's from.
I said.
Can we just to the tech table back there? Who's right and who's wrong? If you agree with me, just put your hand in the air. What was it? Okay, we got one in the air out of two people, and then the other's going, "What is it?" And he has headphones on. That guy. Okay. Oh, there we go. Flow Life's in there.
Yep. Shane rides an XR.
Doubt it. And give it to the next person. Did he say double it and give it to the next person? Is that what Flow Life is saying?
I ride an XR. Ha ha ha.
Who put that in there? We'll send you the Burris.
Give it to Float Life.
we would love to give that. Was that Float Life who put it in there first?
No, Timothy. Timothy says I'll take it.
Those boys out there love XRs.
They do like the XRs.
Life.
Yeah, you're right.
Mad respect to them.
Is that because they can do all kinds of stuff to it?
Yeah, they just like the ride. I mean, Float Life can answer why they like the XR. Now they're doing some things to change the GT with the rails that we covered, the WTF rails that we talked about last week that they have dropped. I don't believe that they are available still. They just did a great video with Jeff on the Sure Stance and Sure Stance Pro, which is available if you need to fix your engagement footpad sensor problem.
Sure Start.
Sure Start, sorry. Sorry.
Sure Start. It's sure to start.
I have
Sorry, I get all.
I have that thing, and it is
game changer.
I think it's the first thing you install when you purchase any of your One Wheels. That's how much I love the thing. I can't even,
because
like,
it's
more than a tire.
Your GT's the first one you've ever had it with.
I wish I had it on all of them.
Yeah.
How many times have I ever like we're talking about the race around the Great Lakes? You know how many times we would jump on our GTs? Our XRs and nosedive immediately because the sensor didn't engage, and you look like a complete idiot, like you've never rode the thing before, and you just smile and wave at people like, That's gone. The days of that disappear with the Sure Start. And then if you get the Pro, the extra things you can do. I have the Pro. I like all the features to it. Go watch one of the latest videos with Jeff talking about the Sure Start. I don't know when it's available on their website. I try to see that. I know, again, my kids, they all want that as well. They have a long list. They need to get sponsored because we can't. There's no way we're buying 8 of everything.
Well, as they work into getting into the race.
Right. They can. Epic, you're looking around the room and forgetting to switch. Yeah, that guy, that Grom, man. It's amazing he never finds his way out of long trails because he's not just looking to the sky kind of deal. But nonetheless, good to see everybody in there today. Do we have a winner, Holly, for the XR? You named it. So who's claiming it?
Okay, so the first one that said, did they have to say what I said?
You made the game. I didn't.
Well, then it was Timothy that said, I'll take it.
But he didn't say he had an XR.
Timothy, do you have an XR?
Didn't he? You said they had it. Who said they have
Shane
an XR?
is the next one that said XR. He's an XR rider.
That's what you said. You said whoever puts in their XR, right?
Yeah, I ride an XR.
Then you need to DM me with your address, and we'll mail you that Burris tire. And you can enjoy it and tell us what you think of it. Float Life wants it. Float Life goes, no, I can't read very well with these glasses because of the lenses, so I have to flip them up. No, for real. Last thing we need is another tire.
No, for But are they going to double it and send it to the person, or?
Yeah. Float Life has so many. I know you guys are always out of stock of your tires. I was just saying that if you weren't here earlier, I was saying you guys are always out of the Enduros because that's how awesome they are. People want them.
Yes.
And so you have a lot of tires around there, but obviously you don't have enough tires around there for everybody else. So well done on creating a product everyone wants.
Corey says, turn it into a planter. I can send you a succulent for it.
Wonderful.
I'll put it in your office.
I don't have windows. I can't have plants there.
Oh, the succulents don't need windows.
What? How do they live?
They just sit there. They do.
Succulents still need.
Not a
plants lot. Need sunlight. Not. Oh my gosh! And you teach biology to our children.
Timothy says, "Give it to Shane."
Give it to Shane. Either one of you DM me and
nice.
I'll send you. Give me your address. It's that simple. Whoever DMs me, I'll send you the address to that.
Okay, Shane.
The last thing we have is we have a video comp that we want you. We got a couple people sending things in. And we should start announcing this at the beginning because not everybody makes it through the entire thing here. But we have a video competition. We can't hold our own one-wheel race here. And so we thought, let's do a video contest where you guys submit a 30 to 60-second video that tells the story of you on your one-wheel. It can be a trail riding scene. Somebody sent me one.
Is this an image you made?
Yeah, this is we've been showing it for weeks. How have you not been?
I know I've seen it, but last week you haven't been showing it for weeks because last week I asked if we could have an image.
We've had an image for weeks.
Well, it's amazing.
So my wife doesn't pay attention. Hopefully you do a little bit better job of paying attention to what's going on. But the comp is you're going to earn money for the best video. And we're trying to come. Well, our hopes is $500 for the winner. Can't say that's actually. It's going to be over $100. So it's going to be worth it. You get $100. We're either cash app it to you. We're just going to send you to the winner. But we want a story. We don't want just a montage of just riding unless that's the story. While this is a story, one of the videos that came in, I was like, that's impressive. You set up a story. You created tension. You told me why you were riding what you were riding, and it's great. I'm not saying that's going to be, I just was like, that's clever. So we're looking for you guys to be clever. We're looking for you guys to think outside the box. And for those that don't want to go race and can't travel but still want to compete, this is your chance. You DM the video to me on my Instagram account. It's just at Scot Mendenhall, Scott with 1 T. Find me, DM me it. or you can email a link to scotmen@mac.com. That's SCOTMEN@mac.com. And we can check out your video, and we're going to, after March 1st is the deadline for all of it, and then we'll pick a winner. So
now, will you play all these, or did you say you're going to make a compilation of something? Or
we did not say we're going to play. What is going on with the... Oh, that's our monitor. You're split. I was like, our feed just something went weird in the studio. But weird. We will look at them, and then we will decide how we're going to do it. We might only play the winner, and the rest save for a later date to do something else with.
Love it.
But right now, that's
Get
the
them sent
hopes.
in.
Jump into our One Wheel competition. Thanks for joining us today. It's been a pleasure to hang out with you. Subscribe to this channel as we drop One Wheel content. We review things. We do the podcast, and so much more. You just, if you want to know what's happening in the One Wheel world, then this is your destination right now. We try to cover it all and the best we can. Thanks for everybody that are here weekly with us. We enjoy hanging with you on One Wheel Wednesday. It's going to be a great spring and summer. Look forward to hanging out with all of you. Give some love to functiongear.com. Go check out what they got. You won't be disappointed there, okay? Guys, have a great Wednesday. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.